Hello, I'm Peter, and welcome to the second last episode of Memory Cards.
Sorry, Peter.
He's just packing away. We're nearly done, really.
I'm just getting the room set up for a more important show.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
I thought you were sort of dismantling the... We're sort of done. The show where we're certainly used to take a look back at what went on this week in the long history of gaming, and I guess we'll do it a couple more times. Let's put the ultimate in penultimate.
Sorry, Peter, can you just move out of the way for a second?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just getting that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And then we roll the facts and stuff. Turning 16 on Saturday is a game in which you played a stuntman. It was called Stuntman. This wonderful driving title allowed the player to step into the shoes of a professional Hollywood driver, tearing through various hair-raising courses themed around trope-heavy movie genres, whilst trying to execute all the jumps being yelled at them by the stunt coordinator. Through the gap! Overtake left! Hit the jump! I'm trying! Stop shouting at me! This was a good game, and so was the sequel. Happy 16th. Oh, might be time for another Birthlander, because also this Saturday we have a 10-year anniversary from the very well-received Battlefield Bad Company, perhaps most famous for its abundance of environmental destructibility facilitated by the then cutting-edge Frostbite engine. This FPS allowed players to tear down up to 90% of any given level, leaving little more than empty building frames in their wake. Bad Company knew not to take itself too seriously as well, famously parodying several other gun-toting action games in its trailers, including a send-up of MGS4, which opened with the line, "I'm sure I saw a guy with an eye patch hiding in that barrel." Last and definitely least, I think it's very important we're all made aware that Ride to Hell Retribution celebrates a birthday on Sunday, though it may surprise you to learn that it's only turning 5. Surely one of the most infamous games of the modern age, Ride to Hell looks like it's at least twice as old as it really is, and plays worse than an unfinished PS2 title. With the bizarre narrative progression, unconvincing voice acting, awkward controls, cringy sex scenes in which they leave their clothes on, and dozens of game-breaking glitches, including the player frequently falling out of the world or spontaneously exploding, it's almost like the developers were deliberately trying to make something abysmal, even though they weren't. The game is partly the result of a bizarre instance of cancellation that didn't go the conventional way. In 2009, various gaming sites were reporting that the production of Ride to Hell had been cancelled, which was apparently confirmed when it was removed from the website of publisher Deep Silver. However, it appears that developers Technics continued working on the game, removing huge chunks of material, including open-world environments. 4 years later, the game was re-announced out of nowhere as the first of a trilogy. Upon its release, it garnered an average Metacritic score of 13% on PS3, and the 2 sequels were subsequently cancelled. Only this time, Technics didn't just continue working on them regardless. Thank God. So there we go, another quick look back at the long history of gaming. There's one more. Tune in next Monday for that. I'm gonna need. You're not taking that now, are you? I'm gonna need that.
Sorry.
If you like this show, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You don't need to support this specific show because we're not carrying on with it. But you can support the channel, and that would be good. Thumbs up, and it's available on Facebook for some reason. If you're 60, right? Okay. Well, that's the end. Bye.
Bye.